Vanakkam. Welcome back to my video series CATIA V5 Automation. This video will be helpful for the engineers who have less than 2 years of experience or who is new to CATIA V5. Before I start automation, I like to speak something about parametric modeling. Parametric modeling is nothing but creating a model with some relation. By changing one value, it automatically changes the other value. In this model, I have some parameters which is nothing but length, width, thickness and hole diameter, which is same like the tool what I have created. Now I'm going to create this model with some relations. Let's see how these relations will be helpful for automation. Let's take the first parameter length and the second parameter width, which will be having a relation with respect to sketch 1. Let's see it here. We can see here the length of the part is 110 right now, which is not having any relation. I'm going to create a relation. Double click on the dimension, then right click, edit formula and then select the right parameter. Next, we are going to create a relation for the third parameter, thickness. So we know where the thickness will be applicable. So it is nothing but the pad thickness. So double click on pad, okay, and the length value has to be changed. Right click, edit formula and select thickness. Now let's take a condition where my thickness has to be multiplied by 2 always. In this case, I can simply multiply by 2 and the value changed to 4 mm. The fourth parameter is diameter. I think you guys might guess where I'm going to update this value. Yes, I am updating a diameter value here using the formula. We have created 4 new relations. Everyone may think why I started to explain parametric modeling or creating these relations, because these relations logic are really helpful in understanding the automation process. If an engineer can understand how the model can be created with some relations, then he can be an expert in automation. So from now onwards, if you guys started to create a new model, start to give some relation and think how this relation works. Now I'm going to change the value of one of the parameters and see how it's going to respond. Let me change the value of the length to 200. Yes, it's fine. And the width to 60. And thickness to 1 mm, which will be multiplier of 2. So it's going to be 2 mm. And the diameter to 5. Yes, this model works fine. I'm going to show how to start macros. So as I said before in my previous video, there are 2 options. One is CAD script and the other one is VBA. As I mentioned in my previous video, I'm going to use only CAD VBA. But I'd like to show you how CAD script looks. So for creating a CAD script, click on macro libraries, then select directories. If you have existing macro, then you can add from the existing library. If you are going to create new, I forgot to mention the path of the macro is in default location. If you guys want to change, you can change it before giving OK. So I'm going to create a new macro. And the macro 1, just I'm clicking edit. Let's see how this window looks. We can see the window. This window simply looks like nothing but a notepad. We don't have any help files, much of the help files, and it is very simple. Now let's look at CAD VBA. Right now I'm creating the macro in default location. Click OK. Then simply create. Then simply click create. OK. Edit. We can see that the user interface is much different, and Right now I cannot explain how this is going to helpful for you, but when comparing with CAD script, the VBA projects are much advanced. Let me close the window. If you There is one more option which I want to tell you guys. The option is the tool macro, and you can see there is one more option called start recording. This is really helpful because you can record whatever action you do in the CATIA window and you can read the code. Let me show you guys how this works. I'm clicking start recording and it's creating a new macro right now. I'm going to make one hole on the pad. Okay, the hole option is here. I'm just clicking hole option. I'm clicking this surface and the diameter is default 5. I'm going to change to 10 and I'm going to give OK. Stop. Then go to tools, macro, then go to macros. Now we can see there is new macro which is created, the module 2, edit. It started recording the whole process. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this window and I'm going to delete this hole. Now I'm going to this macro and macros and I'm going to run this model 2. Let's see what happens. We can see now the hole has been created automatically.